Welcome to the vlog. Firstly, apologies about last week. I've been trying to put out one a week since about November time last year. Where are we now? September. So getting on 10 months. I think I've just about done one a week. Well, as you may know, I started a new job like about 3 weeks ago, and it's not really stressful, but it's a new job, so you know you're spending more time working than pretty much doing anything else. Now I did plan to do one last weekend, but we've had a shed arrive in bits and pieces, a plastic shed. Keta, really good sheds. We've got three of them now, I think. I'll put a picture up here. So it was 11 by 8. So me and Mandy spent most of Sunday and Monday evening putting the shed up. I mean, they're really good. They all slot together, and there's just like these big kind of screws that you put in each corner, and there's a few screws and stuff. It's all plastic, so it's big, like a big Meccano really. But it takes some doing, and it's a large shed. So that was last weekend. So anyway, here we are, Thursday now. So we're going to Brighton tomorrow. So I'm trying to squeeze a vlog in between doing other things. Anyway, let's get on with it. So what I want to talk about briefly is the changing the license laws, like the B&E classification on your license. So those people like myself over the age of whatever, I passed their test before. I got my notes just there, so excuse me if I keep just glancing over there. So before January 1997, if you pass your test, you can pretty much tow anything. So after that, they brought in a new law that you didn't automatically get BE on your license, which enables you to sort of tow heavier trailers, caravans. But as far as caravans goes, it kind of limited the weight you could tow. So almost overnight, in fact it was overnight, you couldn't tow as a heavier caravan, for instance, as I could, without taking the test. Now these tests cost around £1,000, maybe a bit less. So people like myself could tow any weight of caravan without needing to take a test after 1st of January 1997. Really, was it that long ago? Yeah, so you had to take a test. It's a kind of weird situation. Look at the situation now, right? You've got somebody who's got a caravan, who's towing a caravan and has been towing the caravan possibly since 1997. But they haven't been able to tow a heavier caravan because they haven't taken the test. It's just purely a weight thing. I tell you what, it's hot in here. My office, the studio, I'll sometimes do it in the caravan. I should have done it in the caravan. It's hot in here. I've got a boiler over there, central heating boiler. Although the central heating's not on, the hot water is. And I tell you this, let me just get me 25.3, no heating on. It's absolutely. I do have a fan on, but if I turn the fan on, I think you can hear it over. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so these tests. So I mean, obviously, but I haven't done one. I didn't need to do one, and to be honest, I've been driving for as long as I can remember. Well, since I was 17. I don't know, 57 now, so 27, 37, 47, 40 years. I've been driving for 40 years. I've been towing for say 15 years. Our first caravan we bought from Germany, and I had to go and pick it up. I've never towed before. I don't think it's a particular. If you can drive, I think you can tow. It's not. Well, you can tow, in fact, as millions of people are proving. I think the test might be good for like if you're feeling a bit nervous, or you want to. Some people want to be taught how to reverse or tow, and others are just quite happy picking it up as they do it. That doesn't mean we're safer or the people taking the tests are more safer. See, this is the thing. So you have somebody who's been driving for ages with a smaller caravan under whatever, I can't remember the weight, I couldn't look at it there, but whatever. You'll know if you've got a BE licence what the weights are. So as of sometime later in this autumn, that same person will now be able to tow a heavier caravan up to 3,500 kilograms. Now, just because the caravan's heavier, does that make them more of a danger towing without a test? I mean, you can pass your driving test and drive any car you want. It's not. I mean, I know motorbikes are different, right? I think you can maybe up to the law on motorbikes for me is like 1980s. You could maybe tow up to 125cc or something, and then after you had to take a test to drive a more powerful bike. So I don't think the same is true of caravans. Like for instance, if I drive now, I could drive Mandy's iGo out there under 1,000 cc's, pass the test. I could then the next day get straight into a Ferrari or a 5-litre Range Rover and just blast around like a lunatic. I mean, it doesn't mean to say I'm going to drive like a lunatic, but you don't have to take another test to drive a more powerful car or a more heavier car. I've upplated the Caravan, so it's 2,000 kilograms now. I think Mandy's passed the test after 1997, so she can't tow the outfit we've got. Now, if we had a smaller car, if I had a smaller car, then she could probably, and you work out whatever the weight is that they can tow now, she could tow that, but that means you're towing with a smaller car. All it really means now, for me, is that somebody who can get a twin axle and also get a sensible car to tow it without worrying about this ridiculous thing over the amount of weight. What you can drive is based on the weight, which is bad. Anyway, so me for one, I'm glad they're getting rid of it. Now I can see why people that have BE through taking a test would feel aggrieved, and I would as well. But I don't think it was ever really necessary. And I've looked on some of the Facebook groups, not our own Facebook group, by the way. Feel free to join. Links below. I might even put a link there in visible writing so they can see it rather than just a link. I know some people watch on TVs and you can't see the comments and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm up with technology. As I've seen on some other Facebook groups, people saying, oh my god, it's the worst thing, now we're going to have a load of lunatics, danger. It doesn't. I don't think it introduces any more danger. I can't see how it does. Especially if you've been towing a caravan under the limit at the moment, say you might have had a single wheeler, what the hell am I? Single axle caravan with a Mondeo, for example, and you might go for a twin axle with Range Rover or something. Or there's obviously budget constraints all around them, but if you wanted to, you could. So you can tow anything up to 3,500 kilograms, which is 3.5 ton. Probably you might even be able to tow an Airstream. Why you'd want to, I don't know, but you could. Sorry if you like Airstreams. Running gag with me and Airstreams. Never very funny, of course. Do you know what I was going to do? I was going to read out the government, the spiel on the government website. But I've looked at it now, and it made sense when I did the preparation for this vlog. I do preparation. Shut your mouth. It made sense, but now I'm looking at it, and I can't read it back to you with it making sense. Do you know what? I'll put all the links below. I had every intention of explaining it to you, but thing is, because I've got BE anyway, I've not really been interested, but I saw all this kind of kerfuffle on Facebook, and people saying now there's going to be more danger on the roads. I absolutely do not subscribe to that. Most people are sensible. Most people, here's the thing, right? You can, if you want to, you can get a test. That you can get training. You can get training as you can now. You just don't need to, and I think that's a better way of doing it. It's like it's leaving it up to. Now I don't want to go into why the government are doing it, but it's actually up to you what you want to do. You can get. For me, as I said earlier, there's no different to towing a 1,500 kilogram caravan to there is a 2,000 kilogram caravan. First caravan we had was a single axle Naus, really small. I don't know the weight of it. It was probably near 1,300 or something like that. And now I tow something that could weigh up to 2,000. Really, it's really no different. The only thing that's different is you need a heavier and probably more powerful car. That's it. I don't think it's going to be a mad rush for people buying heavier caravans, and I don't think caravan manufacturers are going to change the way they're approaching the weight of a caravan. I think it's been an evolution of the caravan. Things getting lighter. The thing is, as it gets lighter, it always appears to me to be cheaper. The lighter. I don't know what it is. It's just anyway. So they're still, and they've still got challenges ahead, because when we're all driving around in electric cars, hopefully, we're going to need a caravan that's pretty much as light as it can be. And I noticed the Caravan Club, and they're all bringing out the tow car of the year, and they've featured an electric car that can tow a normal caravan. I think it's 1,500 kilograms. I'm looking on Twitter today. Thing is, today you've got a Tesla that can probably tow our caravan to 2,000 kg Swift I've got sitting on the drive. It can tow it, but only for about 100 miles. Anyway, let's not get into there. I did a vlog on all that stuff a while back. I personally think it's fine. I don't think we're heading for some kind of doomsday with caravans being, I don't know, it's all going to be fine. Calm down about it. You won't even know, I mean, they're the same people that are moaning about newbie caravanners. They don't seem to like new caravanners. The fact that they were a new caravan as well. Now, I think what I was thinking earlier, I think, like I said, the people that are okay with it are people like myself that have BE on their license anyway. You'll get some people that have paid to get the BE that still think it should be in place, which I can see that point of view. Also, there's the old farts who just say that everyone who tows a caravan is more dangerous than they are. That's it. And if you're one of those old farts, I was about to apologise, but I won't apologise. You have my sympathy. Live and let live. Let them tow whatever weight caravans they want. That's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget the Facebook group. There's a link down there. Feel free to join. You will be removed if you make any ridiculous comments or not very helpful. Well, I might remove you anyway because I just don't like you. It's my group. Do what I want. Actually, I blame it on the waste pipe of wisdom. It's alright.